We start our lives as bookworms, info junkies, the devil in the details. Early on, we find a special place that's just around the corner, down the street, sometimes on the other side of town. We find our home. It's the place where anything is possible. Not just for some, but for everyone. Here we discover so much more than books, music, and movies. We discover the power of information, and it transforms us. We grow up to become organizers of the universe, digital revolutionaries, American dreamweavers. We are librarians, tens of thousands strong. We find ourselves in a league of our own, an unmistakably passionate crowd who believe that literacy, knowledge, and access to information are fundamental to the foundation of our country. And we're not alone. The American Library Association stands strong beside us. Every time we conduct a search, work with young adults and older adults, reach out to recent immigrants, improve information literacy in this competitive global environment, advocate for funding, and yes, celebrate the power and pleasure of reading. ALA is working with us, for us.
For me as a librarian, ALA has played a large part in my life. They have been there for me from the very beginning of my career, whether it was dealing with intellectual freedom, whether it was dealing with my client group and how to better serve them, whether it was dealing with standards for the profession, and most importantly, connecting with other librarians, not only in my field, but in librarianship in general.
Since 1876, ALA has been the champion of America's libraries and librarians, protecting the critical role we play in the lives of every person in our country. ALA is where we come for conferences and leave with the latest thinking in library and information technology, and friendships that last a lifetime.
I attended my first conference actually in 1967, and that conference was in San Francisco, and I was thrilled by it. And I was doing a lot of work in rural America, which meant you had relatively few colleagues in the same organization with you or even nearby. So the association meant a lot of interaction with a lot of colleagues, and it meant absorbing information from all kinds of libraries and meeting lots of interesting people from all over the country, some of whom have remained my friends for 40 years.
ALA is a catalyst for change, fast-tracking diversity, leadership, any issue or opportunity that will keep us ahead of the curve. ALA is a visionary, mobilizing a nation to meet the needs of the 21st century learner. ALA is a leader, tenaciously advocating for even the smallest library in the middle of America, and courageously standing up to the highest courts in the land to speak out against censorship, protecting our country's intellectual freedom. And now the digital age has transformed us again. How we read, learn, research, and organize the explosion of information that surrounds us. Never before have librarians been faced with this kind of challenge. Never have librarians needed the American Library Association more.
One of the top reasons for joining ALA, I think, is the ability to connect with your peers all across the country, all across the world, and learn more about librarianship in a global perspective rather than just your individual library in and of itself.
As a member of the American Library Association, you know the importance of this work. You know the collective strength of ALA's members. You know the next generation of librarians deserve to feel the transformational power of ALA.
I made a personal commitment to join the Legacy Society. As the first person of color, I wanted to make sure that I designated my gift to the Spectrum Scholarship.
I've made provisions to help support the association because the profession has meant so much to me.
Tonight, somewhere in America, another bookworm is reading on an iPad while texting a friend, "This book is awesome." And the cycle begins again. Make this your legacy.
And whenever I've gone to a dinner party, for an example, and if there are a cluster of librarians there, it's the librarians that seem to bring the most vibrancy to the discussion. And I like that. It's been a great life, a great profession.